Hello Guardian, Carpe Noctis here and I hope this video finds you well. Just a quick guide for equal distribution triumph for 4th encounter Verity in Salvation's Edge raid. So, the triumph just means that you can't bank on the same statue twice. For example, left left, that's a wipe, that's a fail. No consecutive banks. What you do is just solve everything inside, then dissect outside. So separate, nice and easy, that's done. Now I'll explain three different things here. I'll give you an encounter flow to make things easy and how you actually do it. Then I will explain the inside mechanic properly, because we will do it in a special way to make it faster and easier. And then at the end I'll give you a full breakdown example of a real life scenario. Encounter flow. Just call the three letters of the statues inside, call who is dissecting, but do not dissect anything. Stand still, wait for your turn. But you can use the time to calculate and whatnot. Inside, middle and right don't do anything. Left person goes first, banks one on each, calls the last person banked to go as second. That person also banks one on each, calls the last person to start going, and also calls what was the last bank, because then the last person will play accordingly and bank on whoever was not last and then the last. After all that, the last person will say, hey, outside you can dissect, last bank was X statue, and everyone can pick up. So insides will just pick up and wait. Dissect will dissect as normal, with just one little extra care and time taking, because you usually use a pair of statues, for example mid and left, but if you know middle was last banking, okay, you just do whatever you wanted to do reverse way, do left first then middle, and dissect as normal. There's nothing to know there. What do people actually do inside? As I've said, everyone will bank 2 times, one on each person. So left person must bank one on middle and one on right. Whatever the order they do, they will do it. Everyone will immediately memorize or write down, however you want, their original cobalt. So triangle knows he has a triangle square, circle knows he has circle circle, square knows he has a square and triangle. Because when it's your turn to actually bank, if you are the third person, you already have 4 symbols on the wall. But the 2 you bank will be according to your initial cobalt, not whatever else you have after. Okay? So to make things easier for you to understand what you're doing, you can immediately calculate and understand what you are doing. Then when the time comes, you already know what to do. I will show you a way where it's mathematically impossible to fail. Again, each person does 2 banks for a total of 6, and everything inside is immediately solved, guaranteed. One thing you should know is that you will never ever spawn solved, which means if you are a triangle, you will never start with circle square with the other 2. That will never happen. You have 2 possible situations. You either spawn doubled up, like this circle who has circle circle, 2 of his own, or you spawn in the other situation where you have 1 of your own and 1 other symbol, like the other 2 guardians. What do you actually do? Scenario A, doubled up. Just send 1 to each other player, like this circle. Just send 1 circle left, 1 circle right, by whatever order, nice and easy. Scenario B, 1 of your own plus 1 other. Send other to the opposite and your own to the other. So this triangle would send square to circle, because it will not send the thing to the same person, square to square. So just send square to circle, to the opposite, and then the remaining triangle to square. Square would do the same thing. Just send triangle to circle, so to the opposite, and then square to triangle. That's it. And everyone knows what they're doing. You just need to take care of the order where you do it, if you do it one way or another, to do one first, the other second. Real gameplay example, as it should be and as it happens. TCS, which is triangle, circle, square. Hey, I'm dissecting, I'm waiting. Okay. Triangle goes, no one is talking, but he will bank the other symbol square on the opposite circle, because not on the same. Then he's missing one symbol, he gives triangle to square. Right person, you're next, go. Now he will just bank triangle to the opposite and square to the left. You could do it in whatever order, but let's say middle, your next, last bank was left. Okay, you will calculate bank right first, then left. Now you see, first things first, you see triangle as a square circle, circle as square triangle, square as circle triangle. So everyone has two other, everyone is solved. This always works, guaranteed. Anyway, you would say outside you can dissect, last bank was left, and everyone pick up. Everyone has nothing to do. Well, they should already be picking up. No, don't even need to call it out. They just pick up two symbols and wait to get outside. Outside will start dissecting, knowing that they can't interact with left. So if they would need for some reason left and right, they would just do right first and left, because it's always a pair and you just have a little extra care dissecting, but it's about the same thing. That's it for the encounter. That's the full guide. One extra tip that some people do is having all three players picking symbols and the dissector is calling out who is banking what where. If you can do that and your team can follow up, sure, that's great. You save some time and make things easier to avoid symbols despawning and killing extra ogres and unstops. But you don't need all that extra, you just need one person dissecting doing it all. Anyway, that's it, and as always, take care of yourself, Guardian, because you are worth it.